Hey guys, Cleanblade here, bringing another Pokemon TCG Online deck video, and today we're looking into Flygon Shaymin Dustor in the expanded format. I think it's really good in expanded. I think it's better in expanded than not expanded, obviously. So let's just jump straight into the deck profile. The deck is pretty good overall, so be ready for that. We're running 3 Trapinch, 3 Vibrera, 3 Flygon with Sandhammer. Put 1 damage counter on all your opponent's Pokemon in between turns. So your turn, their turn, 2 damage counters every time it goes back between your guys' 1 damage counter every time it goes between turns, so you can rack up damage pretty quickly, especially if they have many bench Pokemon down on the bench. Then we're running 4 Shaymin. Shaymin allows us to draw, plus it can also be an attacker, so we do run only 4 DC in the deck, plus it just goes right back to our hand, so it can allow us to draw, deal 50 damage, etc, etc, etc. It does a lot of damage, so why not? Then we're running 2 Duskull. Duskull is for the Dusknoir, which Sinister Hand. This is the biggest key player in the entire deck. Sinister Hand is by far the best ability of Dusknoir. It allows us to move 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one. So now that we're racking up all the damage with Flygon, dealing 10 damage a turn, we can move the damage counters using Dusknoir. And it just basically allows us to deal tons and tons of damage pretty easily. It's just perfect synergy between the two Pokemon, so why not? So we're just going to jump straight into the item cards. We're running 1 computer search as our ace spec. We always run this card. It's the best one out of all of them, so why not run it? Then we're running 4 laser. We do run Verbank in this deck, so it does become very helpful. It does 30 extra damage per turn that your opponent's poison. Plus, sleep flips can be really crucial. You can just win games off of sleep flips, which can absolutely change the entire game if that's the case. And yeah, why not? Then to get to the expanded portion of the deck, we're running 3 Level Ball. Level Ball is just really, really, really good. It allows us to get Trapinch, Dustor, Vibrera. So why not run it if that makes sense? Just search for anything under 90 HP. If we were running Jirachi, we could get that, so that could be an option instead of Shaymin. But you want to be able to attack with Shaymin, so you maybe run 1 Jirachi just in case. Then we're running 3 Rare Candy, mostly for the Flygons and the Dustor. Hopefully you can get at least 1 Dusknoir out and maybe your opponent won't kill it. And that will be the entire game plan, is to get your Dusknoir out, keep it alive, and just let it go to work and absolutely destroy everything that it possibly can. So the rare candies are really, really important. Then of course you're running the 1 Tool Scrapper, just the one, just to deal with the Garbodors, stuff like that. So why not? Then we're running 3 Trainer's Mail. Trainer's Mail is the biggest staple in the entire game, I feel, at this point. It's just so good, and it's cheap, and you really should be running it if you're not. It's just too good to overlook. Then we're running 3 Ultra Ball, just because Ultra Ball is really good. It allows us to discard cards for Shaymin, makes room in our hand to draw more. We can discard dead cards like Lysander and Chorus occasionally, stuff like that. We can discard ends for VS Seekers and still be able to search, all that stuff. So Ultra Ball is really, really good on this deck. Then we're running 3 VS Seeker. I finally got a super rare gold VS Seeker, so this is really, really nice and pretty looking. I wish I had more, but I don't. But yeah, 3 VS Seeker. We don't run any more because I think it gets cloggy after that. And yeah, that's about it. Then we're running 2 Chorus here. Chorus is just really, really good. We like to keep a lot of bench Pokemon down. We like to see our opponent keep down a lot of bench Pokemon, and if that happens, Chorus becomes really good. We can get 10 draws pretty easily, usually once per game, usually. So yeah, Chorus is just good. Then we're running 1 Lysander. Lysander is just mostly the Lysander of the dead bench Pokemon. Move the damage counters off of them. Keep those dead, heavy retreat Pokemon just active and let your opponent not be able to do anything about it. Though Keldeo is a thing, so be ready for that. Keldeo is being played more and more often. Same with Darkrai, so you gotta pay attention to that. Then we're running 3N. N I think is alright in this deck, not that great. It's good early game, and it can be good the entire game depending on how well you're doing and drawing. Then we're running 3 Sycamore. Sycamore is the iffy card in this deck. Sometimes you want to use it, but sometimes you don't because you'll discard a lot of cards in your hand, and when that happens, it really, really hurts. And sometimes you'll open up clunky hands and you'll only open up a Sycamore, and you don't want to pass because you know you're going to die, so then you're forced to discard things that are important to you, such as Sycamores, stuff like that. So Sycamore is kind of iffy. You can't really replace it though because there's no other better draw supporter than that. Then we're running 4 Verbank. Verbank City Gym just allows us to do 2 more damage counters on every poison, so it's doing 30, and who doesn't like that? Then we're running 3 Floatstone. This is for the Dusknoir, the Flygons, mostly the Flygons. The Dusknoir only if it gets live standard up or something new. Mostly, Dusknoir will mostly just sit on your bench. It does have a heavy retreat cost, this is why we also can Floatstone it, but mostly for the Flygons. Then we can Flygon, have free retreat, and then we can come in, Shaymin, Muscle Band, attack, promote this, get free retreat, do it again and again and again, and basically that's our loop. Then we're running 2 Muscle Band. As I just said, Muscle Band allows us to do 50 damage with Shaymin, 80 with Verbank Laser, 90 with the pass of Flygon, so the damage adds up quickly. And that's what we really want. Then for our energies, we're just running the 4 DCE. We don't need any other energy. Nobody else does any attacking besides Shaymin, and there's no reason to. This has too many different energy costs. This is way too much energy cost just for 60 damage, so we don't even bother doing it. So yeah, that's basically the entire deck. It has really good synergy. I suggest you guys check it out. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button down below. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday with the next video. So peace out, guys. Have a great one.